Hey everybody, here's the 7th video in the series displaying our 5,000 pictures from the trip to Japan. Hope you enjoy! While at breakfast, we met an 85-year-old Japanese man who was actually born and raised in Shizuoka, but who moved to New Jersey 60 years ago. Since retiring 20 years ago, he travels around the US by train and comes back to Japan every year to visit his family and friends, and does some more train travel. He was quite the character. My husband grew up in New York, and since this guy had lived in Jersey so long, when he asked where we were from, my husband gave him the name of the neighborhood rather than simply saying New York. The guy actually knew the neighborhood and couldn't stop chuckling to himself about it, which was super cute. After breakfast, we set out for Nihondaira. It was still overcast but no longer raining, so we were hoping the clouds would be clear by the time we got there so that we would have a great view of Mount Fuji. There was supposed to be a bus that left from the local train station and ended up at the ropeway. At the station, we found where the buses picked people up but had some confusion about buying tickets. There was a tourist information center where I explained where we were trying to go, and the lady gave me a paper with the recommended package circle. It included bus fare there and back, plus the ropeway up and down, and entry into the museum up at the top. I took that to the bus stand and shared it with the ticket lady, and then we finally got what we needed. The tickets were attached in a long string, and at each leg of the journey, a ticket would be pulled off. The bus ride just to get there was very scenic. It took us through town first, and we noticed several places we wanted to stop off at on the way back. Then it wound up through the hills, which were filled with tons of trees. We went up pretty high before it dropped us at the bottom of the ropeway. We had initially thought that the ropeway would take us up higher, but then found out it actually takes people across a valley. The trails to hike the valley were closed and had been for some time, although when we rode the ropeway, looking down, it seemed like they were doing some maintenance on it, so maybe sometime in the future it'll open back up. The ropeway was really fun to ride and scenic in and of itself. But when we got to the other side, it was even more amazing with the haziness partially obscuring Fujisan. There was a temple, which is actually the resting place of Tokugawa Ieyasu and his beloved horse, and a museum filled with artifacts. The artifacts were mostly personal belongings. Throughout the exhibit, the significance of the items was explained, as well as the fact that anything that wasn't personal but was of value had been given away to people. It was interesting to think about a shogun doing this and what it meant about his personality. After spending most of the day up there, we took the ropeway back down and caught the bus back to town. When we had arrived that morning, it was just about the same time as the tour buses and groups, though there'd been a lot of people. However, by the time we left, there was hardly anybody. Turned out we had stayed so long that there was only one more bus that would be going up there after the one we caught, so we were just in time.
左手駿河湾の向こう側には魚の町焼津市や桜エビの水揚げで知られる大井川の河口付近、静岡県の最南端御前崎岬もあります。駿河湾では今の時期、朝はシラス漁、夜になりますと桜エビの漁が行われます。静岡の情報が楽しめます。歩いていくことができますので、お時間に余裕がある方はご遊覧ください。ロープウェイの駅舎の2階の売店には、蛇口からみかんジュースが出てくる変わったコーナーがあります。蛇口のジュースは飲み放題ではなく、1杯350円と有料です。皆様お気をつけください。
On the way back, we decided to get off the bus early rather than taking it all the way back to the station. That way we could wander the streets a bit and stop into some of the places we saw earlier. We found a curry place with really good katsudon. It had the feel of a chain, but was convenient and tasty. We also stopped into a bicycle shop. When we felt we'd wandered enough, we headed for a nearby station. But before hopping on the train, we went up onto the overpass. Fuji-san sat in the distance while the Shinkansen passed beneath us. And even with Fuji-san that far away, it still felt very iconic. For dinner, we tried pizza again and struck out again. I guess they just like undercooked pizza there. Then we did some laundry, as became our habit each time we were due to go to a new town the next day. There were vending machines in the laundry room, which is common there, and we got some beer out of them. I don't like beer, but it turns out that lemon beer is actually drinkable. Who knew? Well, that's it for this video. If there's anything you want to know more about, put it in the comments below. I'll post the next video tomorrow, so make sure to like and subscribe for more.